Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my 2026 reading journal flip through. This is my 2026 reading journal. I have been filming a couple journal with me videos where I worked on some of these spreads. If you're journaling, you can throw that on. Journal with me. You can see how I put some of these spreads together. I will not be actually setting up in this video, just showing you what I have set up. But yeah, I'm officially done with all of the spreads for the beginning of the year. I haven't done like my monthly spreads. I will be doing that once the year begins. This journal is from Dingbats Notebooks. This is my second year using a journal by them and I absolutely love them. This one is a little bit smaller than my 2025 reading journal. This is my 2025 reading journal, so you can see the difference. I will link it down below and I believe I have a code with them if you want to check them out. I will be doing a flip through and kind of talking and explaining some of the spreads, but at the end I will do a silent flip through. You can just see it all together if you don't care for the explanations or anything like that. But yeah, let's get started. This is actually what the journal looks like right now. As you can see, there's still a bunch of space. And this is where I'm gonna do my monthly wrap-ups, monthly TBRs, and any book spreads that I want to do throughout the year. So this is like my title page. I did a little window situation, and this is my title page for 2026. I do have a video of me putting this one together. I will link the playlist of all my journaling videos if you want to watch those. Okay, so this is my rating system and my goals page. I always like to have this at the beginning. It's not a page that I frequently flip to, but it's always nice to have. That's why I like to put it in the front. This is my rating system if anyone's curious, and my reading goals for the year. Then I have my bookshelf. I like the idea of it, but I think I like my 2025 one a lot better, which I'll show you. This is my 2025 one, my TBR cart, or it's not a TBR, but my cart. I really like this, but I wanted to do something different, and that is what this is. I try to put stickers as if it was a real bookshelf, and I wanted to put little trinkets, but I didn't like it, and by the time that I tried to remove these, it was gonna tear my paper, so I had to leave those. But I don't like these. And obviously they're going to fill in as the year goes by and I start reading. But this is my color key. I'm going to be filling in based on rating, and I'm gonna write the title. So same as this, I'll write the title and color in based on star rating. This one was not star rating, this one was based on format read, but this one's gonna be based on star rating. Okay, this is my 2026 reading goal page. I am setting a goal of 80 books. This year was 75. I completed that. So I think I'm still on my way to 80 right now, but I think I can do it. And I don't have a specific color that I'm gonna fill in as I go. I think I might just do one color per month, but I also have a monthly tracker, so I don't know. I don't have, like I said, I don't have a specific color. I'm not doing it by star rating or format, month. I don't know. I guess we'll see what I feel like doing. One of my favorite pages, not favorite pages, but like the page that I flip to the most. This is basically how I track everything. This is how I keep all of my reading accurate. This is where I go and see how many books I read each month. This just has everything. As soon as I'm done with a book, I go to my reading journal and write it down. Write the title, author. For date, I put the month that I read it in, and then my star rating. Like I said, it's just my reading log. It has everything. And I did a little half-page situation. It's just the page that I flip to the most, because when I'm doing monthly spreads or filling in the rest of my spreads, this is what I look to. This is more of a stats page. I have my formats read and my monthly reads. So my formats, I like to keep track of how I read my books. So every time I read a physical book, I will fill in the square ebook, audiobook. This is a physical / audio because I do a lot of mixing of formats. Even if I'm reading a physical, sometimes I'll reach for the audio or the ebook or ebook audio, sometimes all three. So I think this would be fun just to see what combinations I do the most and how I read my books. I've never done this spread before other than that bookshelf tracking on my other journal, but I couldn't really see it like this, so I'm excited to see how this fills up. Now my monthly reads, this is just a bar graph for how many books I read each month of the year, kind of like this. This is the idea of that spread. Then we have another kind of stats page. Every day of the year I will mark if I read, did not read, or finished a book. I think it would be just so cool to see all the colors filled in at the end of the year and just to see how many days I read. Because as you guys saw, one of my goals is to read every day, even if it's just 10 minutes. I want to read every day. It's kind of like a streak thing for me, and we'll see. My goal is to not have any pink. I know there probably will be, but that is my goal. Then I have my A to Z challenge. I've never done this, but I think it would be cool. I don't have any pre-chosen books for this. I'm just going to, whenever I finish a book, if it matches one of the letters, I will glue the cover on here, and my goal is to just fill it up. Pretty easy. Okay, these spreads are very similar. I had a lot of scraps from other spreads that I used all these papers, and I thought they were so cute, and I just wanted to make kind of like a collage or paper dump, and that's what I did here. And I'm going to be using this as my rereads and DNF list. Anytime I reread a book, I will just list it. Same thing here, and anytime I DNF a book, I'll just list it. Pretty easy, but I think they are very cute. Okay, one of my favorite spreads, the Hall of Fame spread. This is where all of my 5-star reads are going to live. This is how I keep track all my 5-star reads of the year. This is just a place where I can see them all. I don't know if I'm going to fill them up or if I'm going to need more space. I don't think I will. I haven't filled up my 2025 one, so I don't think I will, but we're hopeful. Then is my monthly favorites, another one of my favorite spreads. This is kind of like my Hall of Fame, but there are 12 squares, one per month. So at the end of the month, when I go in and update my journal, I will pick my favorite book of each month. So the difference between this and the Hall of Fame is I have to pick one per month. I might have multiple 5-star reads in one month, and I have to pick one. And some months might be maybe no 5 stars, and I have to pick one. So yeah, my series tracker, I think I have to add a couple more, but this is just very easy to track. Didn't have this last year, but I really needed it, okay? So I just sat myself down and wrote everything down. And then I have my books bought page. I just like to track every book I buy throughout the year. This is my books bought spread for this current year. And that is just the same idea here. I'm just going to glue on the covers. Pretty easy, straightforward. My 26 and 26 books I want to read next year. I'm still filling it, as you can see, but as I read, I will just color it in and it will look colorful, kind of like this. I'm not done, obviously. I don't think I will, but that is the goal for here. Okay, then I have my calendar for tracking my reading, and I just did a flip. Let me move this for safety. I did a little flip. Like that. The goal is to track what book I'm reading, how long it took me. This is something that is very interesting to me, to see how long it takes me to read a book. But as you can see, I didn't keep up with it, but I'm hoping that this year I can keep up with it. It's very basic, but I love to see it just filled in after. And that is it for my spreads of 2026. Here I'm just going to continue on with like January, February, March, and so on. But that is all the spreads that I did for now. Let me know if I should add any more. I still have time to add some, but I think that is what I'm gonna do for now. That is it for this video. I am about to do a little silent flip through, but for now, that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.